This is the 10 Sports Network.
बॉलर कप टाई सीरीज 2016 in association with Sporto. जी भर के तुम खेलो, खेलते रहो.
Hello and welcome to the highlights of the fourth ODI in this Ebola Cup powered by Cycle Pure Agabatis. Australia taking on South Africa. All the action from Warner Park in St. Kitts. What's going to prove to be a very, very important contest as well, because in the previous game, the last on the Ghana leg, South Africa overturned the Australians, and Australia would certainly be looking for revenge. Here at Warner Park, the expectation from this surface and the small outfield was that more runs would be produced. It looked a bit dry at the beginning of play, the surface, but much better than on the previous leg in Ghana. Steve Smith, the captain of Australia, won the toss and elected to bat first in bright sunshine. A few changes to the Australian lineup. James Faulkner, George Daly and Mitchell Stark were back into this Australian squad, which gave them a nice strong look. And for South Africa, they made a couple of changes as well. Kyle Abbott replacing Shamsi and Faf du Plessis replacing Riley Russo. Go straight to the top of the action, and in the commentary box, Jeffrey Duzon and Mike Easton.
Here we go. Crack that away. That's a really good shot first up. That's gone for 4. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Duzon.
Good afternoon, Hazy, and good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are. Well, first up, just an indication that it's going to be a pretty nice pitch for batting. And David Warner couldn't ask for a better start. A bit of width. And which left-hander doesn't like it out there?
Crack that away this time, just backward a square for 4.
No ball. Signaled by Nigel Long. Free hit coming up.
That won't make Rabada happy. He spends a lot of time, as do all the South Africans. I was down here yesterday watching the nets. They were spending a lot of time making sure that doesn't happen. When you got these short boundary straight, 63 metres from where Aaron Finch is standing, as the bowling coach, Sean Langerfeldt, a free hit can cost. It's a pretty good delivery, but there's an indication of the short straight boundary. Smacked away for a boundary.
We're just trying to get it up in the block hole. Not quite getting there. And once it gets past the infield on this small ground, not much sense in chasing it.
Oh, it's brilliantly fielded. That really is superb. Wayne Parnell it is. Really good work. Saved a certain boundary. Good stuff from Rabada. A little bit of a nasty bounce. Has just burst through the field for 4. So the outfield is very quick, because it's been very dry here the last couple of weeks.
And he was really onto this early. Hit it in front of him. Pangisa didn't have much of a chance at that one.
Short ball. And that's going to go all the way. 6 runs is that shot from David Warner. I think any of those short deliveries are going to just sit up a bit today. He will love anything in that region.
Well, there's carry, but there's not a whole lot of pace.
Really good work again from Warner. Well, that might have been out, actually. If there had been some sort of connection with the willow, KG was very smart to get down there, and that could well have been out. Rabada very smartly on that, and he would have been out by some distance had there been some connection. So really good work from KG Rabada.
Got him. Wicket number 97 for Imran Tahir. Doing exactly what his captain would have wanted as he's come on, breaking the opening stand.
It's a combination of pressure from Abbott as well. Australia looking to score. Finch looking to score. And he played the sweep shot, missed. And Tahir, we see it so often. The big celebration, and why not? Finch is gone for 13, and it's now 48 for 1.
Coming in our direction, straight hit. One of the shortest boundaries, inevitable it would happen.
That's what we're talking about, go straight. The big talk about playing here in St Kitts is the boundaries. It's a good wicket. Looks for the googly. David Warner. So you don't even have to time it, mistime it. It's coming straight towards our commentary box.
His second half century of this tri-series and his 16th overall in ODIs. That yellow ball is the one that went straight back into the commentary box. Found the gap and will pick up another boundary quite easily.
This just gets back in his crease and whips that away. That's 4. Played with supreme confidence. Just full enough for him to get out to it and get on top of it, and timed it really well.
More work for Rabada to his left this time. I think he might come second. Yes, he does. Just eludes his grasp.
Well, this isn't good bowling from Pangi, so it was short enough for Warner to get that front foot out of the way, pick his spot, and all he had to do was beat the infield.
Finally a sweep has come in, a little bit of turn, and he's played it quite well. David Warner, he is in sublime form.
Very difficult man to bowl to at the best of times.
He's gone big, Khawaja. It's small straight, and another 6 straight down the ground.
That's what really makes it hard, being a spinner on this field. You're going to get hit for the odd 6. Great shot, Khawaja. Great intensity.
Oh, it's going to be 4. Khawaja at his best.
Yeah, not a great delivery there by Kagiso Rabada. He just seems just to be not on the money today as he was last game. And Usman Khawaja equal to the task. Brilliant shot.
There's the one-day career from David Warner. I think he'll have a few more hundreds by the time he finishes. Just 74 games. He'll play a lot more one-day cricket for Australia.
Good end. Just whips it off his pad. Great running with David Warner. Great intensity. Superb. Australia 144 for 1.
I like the way with this partnership, the way that Khawaja has just played a bit of a backseat role, if you like. The third line on that graphic, his contribution is 37 off 46. So he's been quite intent to allow David Warner to have as much strike as possible. 62 off 68 for him. Fine. Running away smartly for another boundary.
Probably be hoping that that is a sign of things to come for Australia anyway. And if any error comes from Duminy with this field, it'll come if he bowls too straight, because he's got no one sweeping on the offside, so he can't go outside off stump, so he overcompensates on leg stump.
Gee, that's a beautiful shot. It deserved it, I guess. It was pretty much a wide half volley, but lovely control from Khawaja.
Yeah, that's why I say he cannot make the error outside off stump. There's no one sweeping on that side. So the 2 balls ago, he got 2 straight and he overcompensates now outside the off stump. There's no margin for error there.
He liked that, David Warner. He really has played superbly. It's number 6 for him.
That's the 100.
In 50 over cricket. A seriously mature individual these days, David Warner, and it really has made a massive difference to his game. Superb innings.
He's 109 balls from 10 4 and 2 6.
100 for David Warner at Warner Park. And you use the word mature. He came back from great success in the IPL and he could have sort of slackened off and sat on his haunches. He said, no, I'm playing for my country. It's unfair to my guys if I come back and don't pull my weight. Amazing run for him.
That's fine. Scamper back for the second. And also the fact that before this innings, his average against South Africa in one-day internationals was only 25.
That's interesting. Such a wonderful player and so strong off stump and outside. But this is great leadership from David Warner, an elder in this team now, and setting examples.
He wants one quick single to bring up 50 for Usman Khawaja. That's his second 50. Always crunch that. Work for the boundary rider. Bihardine, another boundary.
Yeah, and you have to be looking to penetrate that leg side boundary, whether it's from the pull. Parnell has to be specific with his length, and if he over pitches, Warner or Khawaja can lean onto it and hit it over mid-on or over and into the mid-wicket boundary.
Got him. Parnell like that one. Big wicket. Warner could do all sorts of damage the remainder of these overs, but he's now departed. It's been a magnificent knock from him straight to Hashim Amla in a mid-wicket position, who snaffled something that went to him pretty smartly.
And the length was good from Parnell. He had to try to create something off just short of a good length bowling. Excellent innings from David Warner. 109 to him. 184 for 2.
Miscue should be taken. Second wicket in quick succession. Pull it down. Sitter. A.B. de Villiers. When last would you have seen something like that? They can't believe it. And they didn't run.
Yeah, great delivery, Imran. That's a real rarity from AB de Villiers. Gone high up into the sky. And there we see, just hit his hands pretty hard. Yeah, and he'd be disappointed with that, AB de Villiers. South Africa, if they got out Usman Khawaja there, Australia had 2 new batters in the crease. And that would have been a slight advantage for South Africa. And there we go. Imran Tahir at Google going for the slog sweep. And, oh, AB de Villiers very disappointed with that.
Rescued again, and this time taken just on the tips of the fingers. For a moment it seemed as if it would have just bounced out of the glass for Hashim Amla, but he's taken it in the end.
Yeah, brilliant. He's brilliant spell here by Aaron Pangiso. Little top edge from Usman Khawaja, and ooh, it's a bit close, but he got there in the end.
Khawaja gone for 59, 196 for 3.
Well, there we go. Bailey down the track. He's had enough of it. And that sailed over the fence for 6. Great shot.
I suppose it's surprising that we haven't really seen more players use their feet. This is just the 4th, 6th of the innings on such a small ground. 7 wickets in hand.
Yeah, it has been quite surprising. You felt that possibly Australia could have maybe used the newer ball when the ball was coming onto the bat a little bit more. It just seems to that the pitch has just slowed up a little bit. They've struggled to manipulate the ball.
Big shot. Tahir likes it. Up goes the finger. Really good work from Tahir against the wrong, and that is another very important wicket at a crucial time. Are they going to send it upstairs? They have sent it upstairs.
Yes, good review. Steve Smith, you might as well use that up at the moment. Front foot from Tahir is all good. And it's to Googly. Does it hit him in line? It does.
Original decision out. We've got a couple of reds. Impact in line. Umpires call it as. So South Africa picked up another wicket just when Bailey was starting to launch. And Bailey has now been dismissed. LBW. So Tahir has picked up a wicket, the first ball of the 43rd over. Again, it's a wrong one that's done the business. He's not too happy with that, Bailey. He goes for 11, 217 for 4 now.
That's the wicket of Charles Daly, 270 for 4 wickets.
Slightly short. Lovely connection from Steve Smith. That's whistled away for a boundary.
Good shot, picked it up early. All about the length here. Steve Smith trying to get into the innings now. Couple of boundaries, 22 for him.
Great throw. Terrific stuff from AB de Villiers. Just have a look at how quickly he got rid of this. He is a magnificent athlete. This is going to be touch and go.
Yeah, Mitchell Marsh, big man, is quick between the wickets. But yes, the release of the ball. For your young kid, you look at fielding. Have a look. Does he get his bat? It's going to be safe. It's also his movement to get to the ball and then releasing it. It's going to be not out for Mitchell Marsh, which would be nice.
Good connection into the stand. We all know that it's not a big ground, so anything that gets pretty close to the middle of these bats these days is going to go.
And we haven't taken advantage, Australia, of that straight, short boundary. And Smith, he didn't even get that either. That's bottom of the bat, a toe, and it's still gone for 6.
Local toss. And 4 runs the result. Not that long ago, those deliveries were considered reasonably safe, but T20 has certainly changed that.
Not safe to Mitchell Marsh. A big, strong lad. And that short boundary, we keep mentioning it all day, but that's going to go away for 4. I think anything up at the moment, he's going to go straight. And that one wasn't in the middle either. That's come off the inside of the bat. Yeah, but for Abbott, he knows that's not quite where he wanted it.
Long on in position, mid-off standard. Oh, it's another full toss. He's hit that. It should be taken. Bihardine is down there. He's taken that catch. So it's a little bit of a bonus wicket, and I think Kyle Abbott will realise that. So again, Australia just continue to lose wickets at the wrong times. This is going to just peg them back a little bit off a slower ball, just below the waist.
Yeah, the full toss. Spoke about him hitting it well, and the next one he's straight down the mound in the outfield. Big wicket for South Africa. Marsh has gone for 10. It's 244, 240 for 5.
Hard red-handed ball, Abbott. Score now 240.
Oh, he's crunched that. Pangiso was screaming around. He's not going to tag that one.
Over mid-wicket. He mentioned Rabada so far today, and his first delivery, this is what Smith does. He loves the onside. Just gets that stance, gets across the off stump.
That's a good shot. Beautifully played. Lovely connection this time from Wade.
Quality shot. He got given some width, and he took full advantage of it. Straight over cover. A much needed boundary for Australia.
Straight down the ground. He's hit that forcefully, and that is magnificent fielding. Outstanding fielding from Faf du Plessis, back in the lineup with a finger that's still a little bit swollen, so that would have concerned me a bit, I suppose.
Just watch this. It was hit hard and straight, and you think boundary. And he got to it quick. Great piece of fielding.
Oh, that's clever. Has he got away with it? Yes, he has. Really clever stuff that time from Wade, and brilliant fielding from Colin.
Hello, he's looking for the camera. T20 cricket. They've been asking there wasn't too many T20 shots coming into it, Colin. Look at that. Good arm as well. Strong.
Interesting shot. Oh, it's been given in the end. I wonder if that was outside the line of off stump, actually. They've decided to go. There's no review sending it upstairs, because they haven't got any of those left. So Wade has to depart. I think he might consider himself just a little bit unlucky there.
He's going down for his third time to try and sweep it. Oh. He's got to go, though. That's the wicket. LBW to Rabada. It's been a good 24, 14 balls in Australia now. 274 for 6.
Down the ground, hard. On the offside, and that's going to go for 4. This has got to be a big over. I wonder what Steve Smith is thinking. He's had a couple of long stares at the scoreboard over the last couple of overs.
Well, the answer is every delivery's got to go to the boundary. That's what he'd be trying.
Full toss. Nicely played. Really good shot that from Smith, just giving himself a bit of room, and he just hammers another boundary.
Great way to bring up the 50. And the Australian dressing room standing and clapping, and well done to the skipper. It's been a good knock. His 10th one-day 50, along with his 500s, and a much-needed 50 today. Just 48 deliveries. It's good timing and placement there. He saw the full toss, gave himself a touch of room.
It's pretty good connection again. There is protection out there. It is Bihardine, and Parnell fumbles. So safely back for another 2. And that's where it's all going to finish. 50 overs up now. Steve Smith has done a very good job with 52 off 49 deliveries. He really had to try and do whatever he could to get boundaries towards the end of that innings. He will know that there, in my book, I'll be to see what you say, Damien. In my book, they're certainly 25, maybe even 30 runs shy of where they should be.
Top class effort by Australia. 288 for 6 is where they finished. David Warner notching up his 6th ODI 100, 109 to him, 59 to Khawaja, and 52 from Steve Smith. At one stage at the halfway mark, we thought Australia might go on to get 300, but things slowed down towards the back end. Good stuff from Kyle Abbott, even though 1 for 50 doesn't reflect that. I think generally he bowls better than that. 2 wickets there for Imran Tahir as well. So it meant that it was still a significant run chase for South Africa. They needed 289 runs to win, and they needed to go at just under 6 and over in order to get there. We take a short break, and when we come back, we have all the action for South Africa's run chase.
Very pleasant. It's the price you pay sometimes from bowling full. And Stark has had success in bowling a full length.
Yeah, it's one of those risk-reward things. If you pitch the ball up, you have more of a chance of getting a wicket, but it does present the batter with the scoring opportunity, and Quinton de Kock just shows what a gifted player he is and times it beautifully through the covers.
Now he goes leg side, getting too straight, Mitchell Stark. I wonder if we'll see him at times pull his length back more today on this small ground.
Yeah, it's one of those things really. You want to see if the ball swings, so you try and pitch it up, but you got to recognize early if the ball's not moving, you got to bring your length back.
Played nicely on the up from Hashim Amla, through the hands at it like only Hashim Amla can.
Yeah, that's a great illustration of Hashim Amla's ability just to manipulate the ball and his powerful wrists. Great shot.
Gets it in the gap, just with the angle going across Hashim Amla. Beautifully played.
He's changing the pace of that chase. Just helping it along, Quinton de Kock.
Well, this is the problem with bowling a consistent length in ODI cricket. Sooner or later, the batsman is going to realize that that's basically what you're trying to do and look to improvise. Good length delivery. Had de Kock been trying to play straight, got into good position to play that shot. That's why that man's been posted there all this time. James Faulkner, the fielder, and de Kock has fallen for it.
Really well set up. Hit the first one fine, and then this one almost off the toe of the bat. Just lost his footing for a bit, James Faulkner, before he And knowing that he really, the 1-2 trick got the better of him. Quinton de Kock. He goes for 19.
wicket down for South Africa.
At 35 for 1.
Quinton de Kock.
Beautifully played. He's very strong square of the wicket and behind point, Hashim Amla. Beautiful wrists, wonderful timer of the ball. And this one was just too wide.
Well played by du Plessis, finding the gap well. Clever cricket.
Well, he's coming and he hasn't looked as if he's short of work. He's timed the ball very well from the first delivery he faced Faf du Plessis. None better than that one.
Good strike. Good use of the feet by the man who's just come in.
And this is what South Africa needs. They need someone to present a challenge, make the bowlers think about what they're doing. Hashim Amla will stay there and he'll pick them off. There goes those wrists again. Straight up the ground from Hashim Amla. And with the greatest of ease.
Giving him the charge and picking up 4.
Well, since Faf du Plessis has come in, the run rate has taken a turn for the better.
Yeah, that's outside edge. He goes for 4. We'll take it any way they come. Yeah, he went through a phase where he just started blocking, and because he earned a little bit of a reputation around the circuit that, you know, he's that type of player. And there we have a look at that. Little streaky edge.
Now that's gone over the top for 6. A bit of a slice that from Hashim Amla, but seriously effective.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. The spinner pitches it up, gives you a full one, have a good swing, and target that short boundary. Brilliant shot. And that's 100 up for South Africa. Great batting by Hashim Amla.
Good shot. Nicely played by Hashim Amla. A couple of bounces and over that rope for 4.
Yeah, great shot by Hashim Amla. Over pitching, giving him width. And Hashim Amla very strong in that area. Brilliant shot.
South Africa will be aware that it's a matter of just working this round as best they can, not losing any wickets. And keep churning over those runs as Hashim Amla's just done. That's another 50 for Hashim Amla, his 30th one-day international 50. And just remember, he's also got 22 centuries. Full toss, hammered down the ground, and that's gone for 4. Solid shot from Amla.
Yeah, good shot there by Hashim Amla. Play of his ability, getting a full toss. He's never going to miss out on that. Great shot.
Back over his head. That's not risky. That's just a magnificent shot. Right through the line from Faf du Plessis, and a delivery at 143 k's per hour. 127 for 1.
After an emphatic victory, the #1 team in the world are ready to dominate again. But the men in maroon have a reputation of snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Will this be a tale of conquering for the Kangaroos, or a story of surprise from the Windies? Watch the Baller Cup, West Indies versus Australia, 5th ODI. live on 10.3 and 10.1 HD.
बॉलर कप ट्राई सीरीज 2016 in association with Sporto. जी भर के तुम खेलो, खेलते रहो.
There's only room at the top of the mountain for one guy.
I am the guy. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the return of the Ambrose Asylum.
Raw.
WWE Raw in association with Denver Extreme Deodorant, performance guaranteed. And Macho, बड़े आराम से.
That's the 50 up. Duplessis back after his injury. That broken finger. 6 weeks out of the game. Looks like it's done him all the best at the moment. By the way, when he first walked in, he had great intent. We saw him use his feet, go down the ground, over mid-off, over cover. And a really good innings batting number 3.
Hundred-run partnership between these two has been excellent. The 5th 100-run partnership between the two of them in 29 innings together in ODIs.
Big wicket. We spoke about a breakthrough for Australia, and Hazelwood is the man. Caught Smith.
Second wicket goes down.
Seam up. Amley loves the cover drive. It's just in the air, enough for Smith to take the catch. You've got to think how big that is at the moment. Amley, after a fine innings, he's gone for 60, and it's 140 for 2.
Excellent from AB. And that's why he's such a dangerous player, and why I term him the most dangerous player. He plays everywhere better, all around the park, better than anyone else in the world game.
Good shot. AB de Villiers, just what Bish spoke about.
Well, that's not exactly where you wanted it to go, but you'll get 4 nevertheless. There's always pressure on the bowler when a boundary comes off the first delivery.
Yes, he's latched onto that. These small boundaries, that's never going to be a challenge.
Could this have been a product of 2 balls earlier? Just thinking he might have been coming again and pulling it down. And that's a solid home run to right field.
Outside edge going the way of South Africa and de Villiers. No slip in place. Expensive over here from Hazelwood.
Well, that's just how it is. He's really bowled 1 bad ball for the over and conceded 14 runs. That's life, son.
Taken, chasing that wide one, and I think he's almost saying it wasn't a particularly good delivery, but it got the wicket. which is the most important factor to get Australia back into the contest.
Third wicket goes for Team South Africa.
George Bailey, the catcher. And that was a really wide delivery. No way Faf du Plessis could control that. Went after it. Good catch in the end, and he goes for 63. South Africa now 177 for 3.
Clearing the mid-off. Edge of the circle, Khawaja. Over his head.
Well, just barely. Didn't really get hold of all of that, JP Duminy. Just enough to clear mid off.
It's through, it's 4. No one out at deep point. And we've seen Mitchell Starc reverse the ball, trying to get it to swing into Duminy. And this is far too full, and a good boundary. More boundaries. Duminy making his move now for South Africa. 18 for him. One through the covers, and now this one over mid-on.
Knocked him over, Josh Hazelwood. Gets the big one of A.B. de Villiers. And life back into this contest, if it ever left.
That's the big one. Starting to go reverse. And it went big time. Middle stump. Very rare to see A.B. de Villiers knocked over. Huge wicket. De Villiers has gone for 39. Now South Africa 210 for 4.
Dropped it. Would have been a specky, as you would say, Damian Martin, that he held on.
Warner, half a chance. Duminy hits it hard. Oh, he got two hands to it as well.
Because one option is to get him to hit into the breeze, into that leg side. Will still help Adam Zampa, and he's a work in progress if he can sort of just over the next couple of years inch closer to the stumps in his delivery. Bowls from very wide on the crease, asking his leg work to do a lot. Goes up, finger goes up, he's struck. They do have a review and he goes for it. But if it's a successful appeal, Steve Smith would be overjoyed.
Certainly will be. Big move, bringing Zampa back on. There was a couple of noises, but you just wonder whether it was more bat hitting pad. These are the ones that just skid on. To me, that hits the pad first.
Well, it certainly looks as though it's pad first, and Behardine had asked his partner if he should review it, so he is not convinced in my mind that it was bat before pad. He'll be on his way. He will be on his way. Adam Zampa, take a bow. You have delivered for Australia and for your captain. Needed that wicket. Well done. Oh, it's a long, excellent decision. Confirmed. 4 to Behardine. 221 for 5. hit that well. That's a good sound off the bat from JP Duminy. He has a reputation of being the man they want to finish, and can he do it tonight?
This is a quality shot. Too short for Mitchell Marsh.
Tries of catch it. Oh, fingertips. Just burst through. James Faulkner this time it is.
It's the wrong one. Pulled away from it, couldn't keep it down, and just on the fingertips.
Always crunched that. That's a very good shot. Nicely played by JP Duminy.
Well, he just went with the spin, didn't he? Got some good wood on that one.
Lovely crisp noise off that bat from JP Duminy. And again tries a catch at this time. He might have picked him out perfectly. He has. Gee, that's a bit of a tame dismissal. Again it's Zampa, who picks up another crucial wicket. Amazing how effective spinners can be when there's a bit of pressure building.
This was the wrong one. And really straight down the throat of Maxwell at mid-wicket. Didn't get as much bat on that one. And JP Duminy goes for 41. With him could be South Africa's hopes going. It's 236 for 6.
Got him. And it just knocks that off stump out the ground.
Well, you sort of expected that, didn't you? And get that little bit of a wave movement. Angle this one in. Just that little bit of straightening. And out went the off stump. Stark picks up another wicket. And Kyle Abbott goes for 1. South Africa now 237 for 7.
High. Man camping underneath it. He should take the catch. He does. So much higher than what he wanted to go, Wayne Parnell, and Zampa has picked up yet another wicket. The 24-year-old is striking consistently for Australia.
Unless he's come in and done exactly what's been asked of him. Tries to go over long on and got the elevation, but not the distance. Easy catch in the end, and Zampa picks up his 3rd. Wayne Parnell goes for 3. South Africa now 239 for 8.
Good catch. What a good catch that is. Leaping high, brilliant stuff from Maxwell on the park for David Warner.
And another wicket for Mitchell Stark. And this is brilliant stuff. All the way up there and just plucked it out of the air. Easy as you please. 9th wicket goes down. Pangisa goes for 3, and South Africa 240 for 9. Come back for a 2nd. And that could be close. Checking upstairs.
Well, I was just talking about a possible mix-up in the running between the wickets department. The Australians are pretty happy about this. Imran Tahir it was who was charging down at that end. Let's have a look and see. It was a direct hit. And where's the bat? Bat in the air, that's the question that's got to be asked here, I think. Looks to me as though it might be. And there's the bat on the ground there, so that's out. So let's have a look and see what the umpire says. There it is. That's it. This has been a very good performance by Australia. They wouldn't have been happy with the runs they scored after winning the toss and batting first, but they'll be full of smiles with this performance with the ball. Suddenly, all sorts of wickets going down towards the end. South Africa lost 7 for 28 against the West Indies when Ryan was brilliant, and now they've lost 7 for 42 against Australia in Game 4.
South Africa will be very disappointed to have folded for 252. They looked in a very strong position at 177 for 2 at one stage. Good knocks from Amla, from Duplessis. David de Villiers looked in control when he was with JP Duminy as well. But they lost 7 wickets for 42 runs. Another collapse in this series. Excellent use of bowlers from Steve Smith, and then reverse swing from Mitchell Starc, who picked up 3. Josh Hazlewood continues to be consistent. Praise to him as well. And Adam Zampa bowled a key spell at the back end, the tail end of the innings. The confirmation and the summary of how this match panned out: 288 for 6 for Australia. South Africa bowled out for 252. Australia winning by 36 runs. The Man of the Match award quite rightly went to David Warner for another superb knock, his 6th ODI 100, and ironically coming at Warner Park. He'll be a happy man, David Warner, and so too will Australia. They fought beautifully. We hope you've enjoyed all the highlights and look forward to your company next time. From Warner Park, goodbye for now.